Come to find out, when the ladder, the angels going up and down trees like that. Read your Bible.
Read your word.
PC levels. Oh, thank you. And it's just we're doing is a test. Test 1 2. My head keeps. It's a test. Test 1 2. Oh, test 1 2. Mic check. And we're mic check 1. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Relax, Relate,
Debrief.
I am your younger sister, Jackie.
I'm your older sister, Nikki.
And this is our YouTube/podcast channel. We are two real life sisters who come together and kiki. We just like to sit back, have some conversation. We generally, because there's a struggle that should not be there.
Okay, thank you.
We generally like to I'm
sorry, can I interject for just a second? I want you to say loose these lips.
Loose these lips.
Hey, and there it is. Now go ahead. We generally what?
So what is?
The loose lips. Now see how you talking? There, the what is. It's been done. It's done. I said it's done.
We generally talk, and so we just decided to make a fun channel. This channel is all about just being fun, where we talk about trending topics, just fun things, just share our opinion. We like to conversate. We thought it would be fun to have our friends and family join in with us. If you are not already a part of our friends and family, then you need to subscribe. We want you to be a part of the Relax, Relate, Debrief community, RRD. Remember DD4L? I sort of tried to do that. Did you hear?
Yeah, I heard the RRD. That's when I stopped my dance move. Like, what?
But it was rough. It was like RRD. Not sure if that was successful. But so we'll
It's like, say it with your chest. RRD. No thanks.
Oh, you know.
So as you were.
RRD. Oh. Ooh. You hear that?
Just you.
So if you are not already subscribed, please be sure that you are subscribed. Once you're subscribed, make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you can get notified anytime that we upload a video, which we try to do once a week. Anytime we are not going to be uploading though, we do let you know whether something's going on that week, we're on vacation or whatever, we won't be uploading that week. But once a week, you get a good kiki from us. So subscribe, be notified. Once you're fully subscribed and you have your notifications on, make sure that you share this channel. You can help this community grow by sharing to your friends and family and continuing to help us be successful. We want to see our channel grow. We want to see at least 10,000 subscribers by December. It can happen.
It can.
And you can help. So please share the podcast. We do have a segment called You Got Questions, We Got Answers. So as you're watching, if you have any questions, whether it be related to the topic, whether it just be a random question that you want to ask one of us or both of us, drop that question in the comments. By the next episode, we will have it answered for you. So we like to do like fun interactive stuff. So make sure you're putting in questions, asking us what you want to know. We're happy to answer. Now, we are going to be starting this episode off with a word of prayer. We are women of faith. So, very quickly, we just want to say, dear Lord, we thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to see this day. Thank you for this time just to have a good time in you. And as always, we just want to take a few seconds of our podcast to say thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Now,
amen.
As we get ready to go into this episode, we are going to start our segment called I'm in it to get in it. Theme music.
My throat.
You got a minute to get in it. You got a minute to get in it. A minute to get in it. A minute, let's get in it. 1 minute to get in it. You got a minute to get in it. What's happening is that every week as I'm thinking, I'm just getting more and more creative.
Okay.
And this and the song just keeps expanding and getting better and better. Comment, let me know if you're hearing it.
As you can see, last week we didn't get no comments, so I'm not sure the people are hearing.
they haven't had a chance to watch yet. Make sure you're watching and commenting. Now, you have 1 minute to get into it. We take in this segment 1 minute to very quickly go over something. We take 1 minute each just to dive into something that's got us feeling good, happy, aggravated, mad, sad, disgusted, jealous, anything. 1 minute to get in it. Quick rant. These are just quick rants. Nikki, are you ready?
Yes.
Minute to get in it. Your time will start when my
I can
clock
go ahead and talk. So while she's looking, I'll talk.
ends.
Okay.
5, 4,
Not count me
3,
down while you're
2,
looking.
1 minute.
Okay. So just, 2 weeks ago, I did go out with my friends Veronica and Eve to, yes, I said your name, the beach to celebrate Eve's 40th. Well, we just planned a day to go to the beach and we wound up celebrating Eve's 40th. I want to say this because last week they thought I was going to talk about it, but why would I talk about something when you guys sat up there and made fun of me? I like to bring tents to the beach because I do not want to get burned. And I had purchased a new tent from Amazon last year that I did not get to use. And I would like to return it because when I got on that beach, not only did I not stand up, it was only for one person, which I intended it for be for one person. I didn't receive the proper help. There was little kids with tents smaller than mine standing up going strong, but yet mine was leaning, and my friends, instead of helping, took videos and pictures of me struggling with my tent. So y'all wanted a mention? Here's y'all mention.
Okay.
Have a good
Now,
day.
you didn't have to mention. That's not a mention.
That
That's,
is. That
that's a
is. Because they sat there and they watched me struggle.
that was a verbal attack. Oh, because you're upset about your tent.
It
Number
wasn't a
one,
verbal
we're
attack.
not Amazon. Your alt is with Amazon. Number two, I mean, I would help, but I'm not giving you a lot of effort for something that I can't even get in. And you buy them tents. And you buy them tents like I got my tent, and you make your announcement. I have my tent.
First of all, my other tent you could get in, so stop it. And I told you come in here and eat when the seagulls came.
Why did you get a new tent if your other tent was working?
Something happened to my other tent. I don't even
Oh,
know where that tent is because I
oh.
would not have purchased another tent.
Is it too late to return that to Amazon?
I believe so. Like I said, I purchased it last year, but I never had a chance to use it. And I was just completely embarrassed. There were people looking at me
Oh.
while I
Were so many
struggled.
people looking at you, or are you trying to
Yeah.
just drum
No,
up?
no, they were. I mean, there were other ropes that came with it. I guess, I mean, it wouldn't stay anchored. It was just a mess. And it was like easy to pop up and put back down, but
You couldn't get it in the sand to anchor?
I couldn't get it in the sand to anchor.
Hmm.
And for that reason, I'm out. And I will not return to the beach with Veronica or Eve until they apologize.
I'm gonna think that. I'm publicly requesting.
I was publicly embarrassed.
Do you want a public apology?
Correct.
So if they agree and we call them on the next episode,
Yeah, they should apologize.
Veronica said in the video she was trying to help you.
She wasn't. They was busy worrying about putting their little chairs down and their little umbrella that wound up blowing all over the place when we went in the water. And somebody had, and the nice people behind us actually had wrapped it up for us and laid it down.
Oh,
So,
that's nice.
but they was worried about that, putting their little blankets out and their chairs and all, setting that stuff up when I asked for help with my tent. But I'm not gonna say nothing else. Like I said, it was 2 weeks ago. I'm not harboring any type of feelings. I'm just saying. Are you ready for your minute?
I'm ready for my minute to get in it.
Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. That gave you 10 minutes. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
Oh,
on. Canceled.
not canceled.
Go ahead.
Wanted to seek out any meteorologists that are listening. Curious as to why we keep getting the 10 to 20 minute downpours. And then the sun comes out as if it didn't happen. I recently had a flight to fly back home from Atlanta. First of all, Delta, congratulations. I know that there was a lot going on with the cyber, not a cyber attack. What was that? Cyber truck? What happened?
It was
Cloud.
CrowdStrike, which had an update that affected a lot.
Okay, CrowdStrike. I know that that update had a lot going on. There's a lot of videos and footage of the ATL airport in Delta, but I wanted to say thank you so much for getting me to and from safely. I did not have any of those issues. I flew from DC to Atlanta and Atlanta home. Now, coming home to Atlanta, all flights, coming home to DC,
Mm-hmm.
all flights were grounded because
Mm.
it was a storm.
You got your minute.
But we
Thank
were
you.
only grounded for we were only
Thank
grounded
you.
for a short time. What are these little short storms that come through? What are they? What are they called?
Short storms.
And what? I'm not. It's giving short storms. And why was it, why does it seem like they're more prevalent in the summer? Does the heat bring them on?
Mm-hmm.
It does? Is it causing that? Is when it's excessive heat, does it cause those miniature storms? Is it because when California goes through a dry spell, why is it that they can't seem to get no rain? But we keep getting we can get a 20-minute downpour like that.
Because California is under a reproach.
I have questions. Like how does
Nah, I
this
don't know.
work, like in the world, in the scientific world? Just curious.
I can't remember. I feel like we learned about this in, like elementary
About
or
the
middle
clouds.
school. Something about the clouds, the moisture, the heat, and what all goes on. But I'm not sure.
Because today we were out and we went into Target and came out and it looked like it had downpoured. And we was like, oh my goodness, did it downpour? We wasn't even in Target that long. Went into the store to get, then we went to another store, got something to eat, got in the car. Soon as we got in the car, downpoured.
Mm-mm-mm.
Pouring rain. And maybe about 20 minutes later, it stopped. Sun shining. Shining, 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 yeah. So if you happen to know anything about weather, clouds, maybe I just forgot. I probably was taught in school. I'm just curious. What all's
The
going on?
weather app, it didn't tell you?
Not the details.
Oh, I go hourly so I can see what's going on.
Did you know that when it says 60% chance of rain, it means that
60% of
60%
the
of
area.
the area?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thought I was saying something. Did
No,
you know that?
I did.
Okay, I'm talking about our audience.
Oh, I thought you was asking me. So yeah.
Next thing we want to get into, question about
Question.
question. What is, I do not know if we've asked this question already, so if we did, y'all forgive me. I think we did, but maybe not. What is your ideal place for vacation? Are you like someone, I know we talked about this before, but consider, are you someone that likes to be on vacation and relax? Or are you someone that likes to be on vacation and be busy? And knowing that about yourself, what's your ideal spot for vacation that you
I
have not been to?
Well, I only been to it for a day, but I would like to go back, and it's been in my spirit. It's been resting in my spirit since I've been there, and I've been trying to
Oh,
get back ever since, and that is Barbados.
oh,
Yes. So, um, I would like to go back there because it seemed like it was a very like fun place, but also relaxing. Looks like it also has nice beaches, and I just like the atmosphere of it was just overall like nice. And I'm not like I don't have to be super busy, but I don't want to be cooped up in no room all day, all week either. Like I want to do stuff. I don't want to just sit there. Like I want to do maybe a few excursions. Or I want to go out in the town, do a little shopping. So and right now I feel like because we didn't really go on like a real vacation this year, I need a vacation with sun and beach and a tent
boy, you
that
just
works.
put that tent in there.
But I want some green, blue water. I want to get like a little island tan. I want to vacation, and I have been trying to. We've been many places, been so many places. I ain't gonna get into it. But I want to go.
Oh, no.
Hmm?
Wasn't you singing Donny Hathaway?
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. Your mic wasn't clear.
Right, because you were over talking me. I said, we're alone now. So I didn't say nothing.
So as I was saying, so Barbados, and then also because I want to do two things. I want to go spend some time on the sand, but then I also, and I keep talking about this, whether it's been on here or off here, I want to do a European trip. I want to go to Paris, Spain, and London in one trip. I ain't gonna stay long in Paris because I ain't been seeing too much, but I want to stop by. Because I said I wanted to stop by. I've been wanting to go, but I want to go to London. I want to spend time in Paris and like, and maybe Italy if I can get that in there. Go back to Italy too, but
Hey, London, Paris, Spain. Is that what you
Italy,
said?
hmm Italy, and just
So
like
how long would that trip be?
I'm thinking about 2 weeks.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You're trying to spend how many days in each place? Because
Well,
you have to
remember now, I only want to spend like a day or two in Paris. I'm not trying to spend that much time.
remember
Go
you
ahead.
have to account for travel days.
Right, but remember the travel isn't as far over there, and also it's cheaper.
But it doesn't matter.
It does.
Like if I have to get up early to catch an early train to get to the next location, I may not be ready to just run out and start exploring. I may
Right.
try to chill for a minute. That day will
That's
be
why I said 2 days.
okay.
Maybe 2 to 3 days, but I know I don't want to stay a lot of days at Paris. I've seen Paris like through other people, and it's not giving. I want to stay there. I definitely want to do exploring in London, Spain. I want to do a little bit of exploring because I'm not really. I want too much Spanish food, and then I want to go back to Italy because I can't eat their food too.
Okay.
So my longer day, like my short days would be Spain and Paris. My longer days would be in Italy and London. Or if I can do two and two, so maybe I don't do four in one trip, maybe two and two. Um,
We'll be right back at you.
yeah. So that's my idea. What yours?
I have two.
Well, what type of person are you are first?
I'm a mild person. I don't have to do a lot. I can be chilling and be okay. But I want to do like something, but it don't have to be a lot. Um, yeah, it don't have to be like too much. It'll be, something, but it never has to it never gives full itinerary. The trips that I've been on that are full itinerary from top to bottom,
Wear you out.
where we were wore out. Ask mine, we was wore out. It was a great trip, great planning, and we definitely hit everything we needed to hit. But boy, you had to be up, get breakfast, and get ready to be on that bus. I mean, you didn't even have a chance to think, maybe I want to chill today. You will not. Um, I mean, you could have, but everything that we did was included, so it made sense to get up and do it.
Right.
That's that person I am. And for me, I also like historical stuff. So things that I've heard about, read about, I like to also like, be able to see them. So I want to go to like Jerusalem, like Capernaum, all those things, Israel. Not now, when, if the time comes, because I know we're in interesting days, last days, where, things are settled. I would love to visit Jerusalem, Israel,
Hmm.
all that, Mount Sinai, all that stuff. And another trip that I am just like really, really, really want to do and am working on doing prayerfully next year, Egypt.
Yep.
I'm interested in the pyramids,
Hmm.
just the whole, just like learning and just being in that whole space. I'm just interested in. I'm specifically interested in the pyramids. What are they made of? I don't need to go inside one. I think I've explained this. I've seen videos of people inside, and you kind of walk at that weird 90-degree angle, and so I can't do all that. My claustrophobia won't let me, and neither will my gut. So
My gut either. Same.
when your gut isn't when your gut is pushing up against, it's just a lot
And you
more.
don't got much air either. I already immediately stopped. Looking at the videos, I can't breathe. So I know it's ridiculous.
You got so many things working against you. I can't do it.
Mm-mm. I
I
can't,
can't
and I
do it.
won't.
But I know they have like beautiful like lakes, and like there's this one like lake that you can get in that completely like clears your skin and clears your, and you can only stay in it for like a few minutes, but it totally like dissolves like toxins out of you. And
Can they just send us some water?
no,
Oh no, I was just asking.
I don't think
It was
people
an
are,
option.
if people are going over there bottling up that water and selling it and like, hey, wash your face with this. I'm not mad at the hustle.
It's given.
So those would be my ideal trips. Where is some place that you have gone, some place that you would like to go that you have never gone? Drop it in the comments and let us know. We want to hear like some interesting places. I think that
I thought you were asking me again. I was like, didn't I just tell you?
you have to continue to engage with the audience, Nikki. Yeah,
Correct. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just. Whew.
drop it. Drop it in the comments and let us know, because I want to hear. There could be some places that I've never heard of. Would love to look up on them. If you know, like, when I say I like history, I like to go and see. I don't need to be in museums all day or reading like what are those things called where they have the like a plaque. I don't need to be reading plaques all day and stuff like that. I don't mean that, but I just mean like
Not
just be like,
reading plaques.
oh, like like the chapel, the church in Italy. What is it? The Sistine Chapel.
You can't ask me. Don't ask me too much, but I gotta do some more research. Don't do that.
And like, or seeing like, where Da Vinci painted the ceiling. Is that in the chapel? Okay. So stuff like
Let's
that.
stop. Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean by like what I would want to see. I do have the knowledge. The way it's given right now is that I don't know nothing, but I do.
Every time we you open up your mouth, it's always
It's
something.
given something. I just can't think right now. But that's what I'm interested in. But would love to know what you guys are interested in doing and seeing. Drop it. Let us know. Now, I don't know if you guys have watched. I know that you, Nicole, have watched. I'm interacting with the audience. If you guys have watched the Simone Biles documentary, we are currently in the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Shout out and congratulations to the women's gymnastic team. They took home the gold. And Simone took the all around, right?
I don't know about that. I know they just called her the most decorated
Yeah, I
overall.
think
And
it's
for
like
the
her
all time.
eighth gold medal.
It was fifth when I seen.
She won something else then because her husband posted, um, and he mentioned eight. Anyway,
Maybe total 8 medals total. No, she should have, well, Olympic medals. I
right,
think she does have 8 medals total because she has 5 gold. It would be 5 gold, 2 silver, and 1 bronze.
that's what she has. Okay,
From what I
so
remember of the post.
Simone, you're crushing it.
Killing it.
You are crushing it.
In the
Congratulations,
words of Martin,
everybody.
you go, girl.
If you even make it to the Summer Olympics, like I know we're looking forward to Shakari running, just making it to the Olympics, what an accomplishment.
Come on.
I, you know, we could have been more athletic. Maybe we could have put more.
Don't put we in it because I was more athletic than you.
Do you have examples
I tried. I was on the track team in high school.
on the track team as well?
Yeah, doing what?
Shot put.
Excuse me.
Some of us walked around the track. I mean,
I
ran
didn't
around.
walk. Don't get it twisted. I didn't walk. And I twisted my ankle and I couldn't complete.
Okay, so we could have
And
been
I
put.
didn't twist it walking.
Okay. My mother is here visiting. Happy to bring her in to
It's no reason to, for what? That I twisted my ankle?
just to confirm what she and I saw.
Because y'all came late. So of course you saw me walking off the track field. I was done. The
That's
race was over.
the original point being
Thank you.
way more athletic. It was just strong words. But okay. I just
Can I
think
ask you a question? Can I just say one thing?
it's
Where's the tennis rackets you bought?
in my car. But I didn't play tennis to be athletic.
No matter. You were supposed
At
to be
that
doing something.
point, I was like, how old was I? 26?
It
I was
doesn't matter. You could have still been athletic. Not Olympian, but you know.
um maybe not Olympian, but I bought tennis rackets to play tennis and be cute. I didn't really buy them to become skillful at the sport at all.
It shows.
Um and I didn't have an interest. But the things that I did have an interest in, it would have been nice to, apply yourself more because when you see people that do, and I even watched this 5-year-old girl on Instagram, her name is Nova. She is amazing. She be on that balance beam. I don't know if you guys have seen her.
Never saw her.
She's only 5 years old, and I think it's I Am Nova. Her mom recently posted her routine at her competition that she did, and right now it's up to like 50 something million views. And she was so poised, and she's a star. She's going to the Olympics. And I think that's the true meaning of training up a child in the way that they should go. And I think it's the same with Simone and Jordan Childs and the others that are there's so many that are currently out there right now representing in the Olympics, keeping at it and going. And I believe that Simone's documentary showed a lot of that. So what did you think about Simone's documentary and what did you learn about her?
Um, I think so her documentary actually, even though it was about her, like we got to see Dominique Dawes. Um, I'm blanking on the other lady that was in there, or like Gabby Douglas, and there's somebody else I'm forgetting that she was a 92 Olympian. Um, it shows you. I mean, when I was younger, I watched the Olympics like around the time that Dominique Dawes and them were in the Olympics. I would watch gymnastics and everything like that, even like on a regular basis. And like you could tell, like the routines were very hard. Her documentary actually showed when in times where they should have taken like had them the athletes take a step back, like how they were being taught to push like mentally beyond how they felt physically and mentally. And like I'm blanking out on the name of the one Olympian that literally should have not did the vault, and she did it, and by the end of the vault she was crawling off the stage, and she won it for the team, but at the end of the day it was the expense of her ankle or something. She was severely injured.
Yeah.
And I think for Simone Biles, I don't think I realized that they were changing rules and naming stuff after her because of the level of difficulty and techniques that she has been able to do and been able to accomplish. So not only did those previous women pave the way for her, when she got on, she went hard. And then within her story, we all, if you don't know, she was adopted. What I didn't know, she was adopted by her grandfather.
Mhm.
I didn't realize that was her real grandfather. So her and her sister got adopted by her grandfather, and her two older siblings got adopted by his sister, their aunt. And she came from, much like you hear a lot of people's stories, right? Where, and I'm speaking just for her biological parents, her mother was on drugs, was on substance abuse, and could not take care of any of her children. She was in the foster system for a few years before her grandfather was able to adopt her. and he was by that time already married to someone else that wasn't her biological grandmother, but that woman who now she refers to her them as her mother and father, like love her and recognize, like you said, training Pachana is the way you should go. Recognized her ability at a young age and then got her in gymnastics. And
This is her grandfather's wife, not her grandmother. So
correct,
it was grandfather's
it's not
wife,
her biological grandmother.
them into.
Right. And so she like stands by her side. She recognized her interest in gymnastics and put her in there. I thought that it was great to see that you can be the best at something, but you can reach a breaking point. And when you reach that breaking point, you have to decide what is best for you in that moment, regardless of what people think. And what happened to her was in 2020, the 2020 Olympics, which were in Tokyo, which also was during the time of COVID. So no family could travel with her. There were not anybody in the audience really, except for those who were attending the ceremony. And then there's a lot of weight that comes with being Simone Biles. For somebody that's so small, because I'll be looking at her like, she is really small. Like, she's just not like,
It's
oh,
for
you
a
just, yeah, I was like, Simone. But be moving and be doing her little thing. And like, it's just crazy to see how when you truly put your mind to something, how you can accomplish it. And mind you, up until 2020, she had been accomplishing major goals. She had been winning medals, champions, state, national, international. She had been competing. She got to the Olympics and something wasn't clicking in her brain. And so because it wasn't clicking, they call it like twisties or something like that. She was not confident in her moves and was getting lost literally in someone that had to, like, you think like, come on, you know how to do this. But she literally got lost in it. And what the first thing she did, she called her mother and she talked to her mom. Is like, I can't do it. And her mom was like, you could pull out. She was like, you're fine. I agree with you. Pull out. And she supported her in that decision. And she stayed, and she had to stay, even though she couldn't compete, while the world judged her for giving up. I applaud her because she recognized she was at a breaking point and something was wrong with her. While it may not have been physically, something was wrong with her that she needed to be fixed before she could go on to accomplish anything else. And if she didn't compete ever again, she had already done enough. She had already suffered the scrutiny of her hair. Like, come on, y'all. What, you don't go to the gym with your hair done. So why, I don't care how her hair was looking. It could look, it was my personal opinion, my hair would have been looking even crazier than hers.
Yeah, I think that if we could, journalists, fellow black women,
America.
fellow black people, if we could stop with all of the take on black women's hair, that would be great. We don't have the ability to just get our hair wet and it'll be okay, or we can scrunch it up into these. We don't have the ability. We don't, it's what we have is what is called grades of hair. And so sometimes, depending on what is in your lineage, your hair texture is different and will operate different under certain circumstances. Simone has hair like us. And so when we sweat, the hair swelters up. When we're doing a lot of
And
movement, if the hair's in a ponytail, hairs are going to start to come out of place. Like, that's just how hair works. Let's not focus on the hair because the one thing the hair never did was never got in the way of my 8 medals.
hello. Exactly.
One thing
It
the hair never gave, it never gave not a medal.
it didn't. And I mean, to be honest with you, I probably would have, I bet Simone better than me. I would have shaved my head off. But like, y'all, let me give you something to talk about, because at the end of the day, it's not about my hair. Didn't India Ivory sing the song?
I am not my
I
hair.
am not my hair. So it has nothing to do with my hair because
They all
all
did the same thing to Gabby Douglas. So that's what I'm saying.
yes.
Collectively,
And when
stop.
you look back, Dominique Dawes, but I mean, she had her hair, but the what is the other Olympian's name? That she had her bang was all over the place, but she had a ponytail. But I was like, I would have been her. Okay, because the way I'm sweating and the way I'm giving my everything in this competition, it has nothing to do with my hair. I don't care if she was off the court. She often wears like a braid in her hair, like a look like a homemade braid, I call it. But that's a French braid, that's what you call it. But and that is her mom's way of bonding with her, and she always does her hair like braids it for her, and that's their like bonding moment and their ritual. Like, and y'all talking about the mom? I mean, not in a sense you're talking about the mom because the mom was doing the hair. Like, come on, y'all. There's so much more to be celebrated within this documentary. I didn't realize that she was also a part of. I didn't know that that doctor that was messing with all the young girls. I can imagine all of those girls that are there to build their craft up to be touched in a way or abused in a way that they probably a lot of them had to try to block out and still that so that's what I say, you never know what somebody's going through and why she walked away for her own reasons. And at the end of the day, I think we're doing better as a society, but we could do much better. That mental blocks, mental issues, depression, sometimes those things come up on you. And reality is that when the weight of the world, she described it as it being the weight of the that statue of the man that's holding the world essentially on his back. That's really what she be carrying because everybody be looking at her because she's representing a country.
Yeah,
So, you know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you get in a second, but yeah, I just, I really have more respect for her after seeing it. Like, cause I really have like fallen off of seeing, you always hear her name though, but I really wasn't following the Olympics or really following gymnastics like that. But once I start realizing like, wait, they changing rules for her? Wait, they naming different moves after her because she's the only one that can do it? The only female that can do it? Come on now. Put some respect on her name. And then Homegirl tried to come in 2020, come out her mouth sideways about the team in 2024. And basically, Gabby had to shut, I mean, not Gabby, Simone had to shut her down. Like, what are you talking about?
oh, what happened?
One of the girls that was on the team in 2020 was basically trying to call them lazy and uh, some other things, some other comments she had made underneath Simone's page. She's saying like Simone was good, but she didn't think the rest of the team was.
Oh,
How did you make that conclusion when they all made it? They all qualified. They all had to qualify to get to the Olympics, which means what? They all had to work to get there. They shut her down though, didn't they?
yeah, because first of all, you need to understand that there is so much that goes into being a gymnast. And due to, me not putting the pizza down,
Yeah.
and certain things because all of that plays into your body, what your body's able to do. So please don't call someone lazy because it's more than just the flipping that you see. There's a lot of training, there's a lot of restriction that I'm sure that they have to keep their body at the strength and the poise and the position to complete those tasks.
Yep.
Um, the reason why things are being changed into Simone Biles' name from what I saw is because she's getting in that air and somehow flipping 64 times before she even lands.
I know.
And the things where people that would normally land on their neck or be falling all over that mat, Simone over there like bah after she do it. Baby, I be so dizzy from all that spinning in the air. I um learned from Simone. Now, when I was watching it, there was a lot of people talking, so I may have to rewatch it to get some, you know, full
That's why I
knowledge.
watched it by myself in peace. Not playing.
Wait, where did you get that necklace that you have on?
Can't get on it.
Because I'm missing a necklace that looks like
You
that.
gave me a necklace. You gave me this. Let's not Start that.
So I might have did something on accident. I was looking for that. Oh no, that's from Express. I know. So, the thing that I learned about Simone
One
was,
thing sister's gonna do is sister. Go ahead.
and is, I just also realized, I agree with a lot of the points. A lot of times we got so much to say and don't really know much. Um, you have so much to say about her putting that one braid in her hair, and you don't even know that it's probably something that between her, it's what happens between her and her mom that actually calms her for her to be able to even perform. When you are good at something and the world recognizes that you're good, I don't think people sitting at home on their couch realize the weight that that carries.
Exactly.
And sometimes, if you just think about yourself being in a family, let's say you're not even a Simone Biles. Let's say that you're not even out here doing things that the world recognizes. But let's say that you are the one in your family that carries like the weight of your family. Like your family always coming to you. They're
That's
always
true.
they always need assistance. And then sometimes you start to feel like, gosh, if this just feels like a lot, quadruple that. I'm sorry, trillionize that with being in front of the world, providing their opinion on every single stupid little thing. And taking, it's one of the problems that I think that social media has and America has, is taking the focus off of the good for one small negative thing. Simone Biles is doing things that you cannot do, that I cannot do, that probably like 98% of America cannot do.
Cannot do.
She is
Not even
she
America, the world. She's competing in the World Olympics and they can't do it.
cannot do. And yet, what doesn't matter that she's doing all of that. You have people that still pick on the fact that she's a black woman doing it. Still have people that want to pick on the fact that her hair is not completely intact. She is trying to be show her ability. She is not in an Atlanta hair show. She doesn't need a bust down with a part. She does not have her hair in the tightest ponytail ever so that she got a whole headache in the midst of trying to do all that flipping. I'm here to do what I'm skilled to do. And let me tell you something. What she is skilled to do has took her a long way. I was glad that when the Tokyo Olympics came and she had that mental block, she needed that moment. I'm glad that she took it, and I'm glad that she had a support system that encouraged her to take it, regardless of what even the world is going to say, because that can be a lot. But regardless of that, we know how to shut that out, and it's just going to be us, and you'll be fine. And guess what? When the Olympics roll back around in another 4 years, you'll be right there. And where's she at? She
Hello.
right, she right there. Might I encourage you that if you're doing something, dealing with something, and you just feeling like this is just a lot right now, let me just tell you, it's okay to take the 2 steps back and work on you.
Yeah.
It's okay to be like, I need a minute and I need all the noise around me to stop. It's okay to do it. And I thought that her documentary showed that, and I would just like to highlight that even further and encourage, because we are all in a world and in an economy where it can feel like things just feel like a lot. Whether it be financial, whether it be family, whether it be pressure, relationships, non-relationships, life, feeling like you're in a place that you didn't think that you were going to be in, regardless of what that is, it's okay to take a step back. Take a breather. But you gotta do what Simone did though. She didn't stay there. It's 2024, they in Paris, and she right there. She showed back up. So take your beat, but you get up and you show up. Even better. I
Good
admire
point.
her. I can't do half them flips. I mean, she 4'8", so she's got an advantage. But every time, even when they be swinging from the uneven bars, child, the balance beam, everything that they do, all of those gymnasts.
I would be all over the place.
They
Okay.
The way, and again, y'all talking about this, that, and the other. The way none of us would have even made it to the Paris part. Like,
Exactly.
did any of us make it out of our local gym? Hello? And let me be clear, some of y'all are talented and some of y'all were trying, but I'm just saying, you didn't quite get there. And I know for a fact, I used to be able to do a handstand. I saw them doing their warm ups. They was walking on their hands. I said, ooh, wrist broke.
The way my wrist be hurting.
My wrist would have been, I'd be cracking my wrist. I said, Lord, is it carpal tunnel? And you think I'm going to do that? Shout out to those girls. The men too. Y'all with y'all strength. Y'all doing it too. Y'all swinging all over them bars. Hey,
Not
hey.
swinging.
They in those, I don't know what you call them, circle things where they got to hold everything up.
Yeah, I
And
forget.
then they be,
Pivot?
listen,
Is it the pivot? No, that's
like their hands
the
go into like,
pivot. It's the pivot.
and the hands go into the rings. I'm asking,
I'm telling.
what's it called?
The pivot.
Okay.
I just told you.
Okay, you said the pivot
Yeah, you laughed on when I said it.
because I've never heard of that, but
You don't even know what it's called, so how you never heard
oh,
of
I
it?
don't. But I'm also not up here like the pivot, like duh. I'm also not doing that. But um, what? What's it? What?
Oh
Are you looking up the pivot?
god. Yeah.
I've never heard that, but maybe.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not it.
Okay.
Uh,
I
is
mean,
it the
it can't be the pivot because there's two. Just that name don't even go with what they're doing. So like it don't. And like
it's
I
late.
just to be like duh the pivot, that's what I think is irritating me right now. I'm just being honest because where did you get that from?
It came in my head.
No, and then it was like I'm telling you what it is. The pivot. What? I've done that before though. 45 times. Like, yesterday we were watching that show that you were talking about on Bounce. Columbus, Columbus Short.
Yeah.
Um, I forget what he did. Like he started like acting like he was irritated, and mine was like, yeah, because first he was just acting, and then he was acting like he was irritated, and then mom stands up and goes, yeah, that's the Martin Short I know, and me and Daddy fell out. I said, that man's name is Columbus Short, and she was like, oh,
Oh wow. Wow, mom.
but men in gymnastics as well. We have our men and women's basketball teams over there. All of the athleticism that's being put on the front line for the people that work hard to be where they are. Congratulations to you, and I'm glad that you're getting the notoriety and the recognition of being in World Olympics. That is not a small accomplishment, win or lose. Getting to the Olympics is actually a huge accomplishment. And so, wanted to congratulate everybody that's currently competing, that is yet to compete. And just wanted to say that Simone Biles, your documentary was and is extremely motivating and also just encouraging that where we are in life, are we doing our due diligence to make sure that we're the best, that we're successful, that people are rearranging things for us. you know um what are we doing to leave our mark? Simone has left a mark. She will continue to do so. um you know Congratulations to you. Love the support of your family, your husband who's in NFL and left the training camp and all of that. Just great support that you have. But definitely congratulations on all that success, and we're looking for even more because that's not a light thing. So
They're called the still rings.
with that, because I have no words.
What made me say
Steel rings make so much sense. Like that's why I was like, it can't be the pip. Like it did.
and first of all, that's not even
I
a
thought that
word.
I'm thinking, when they run, and I know this isn't right, but when
That's
they
the
run
javelin.
over the stick, that's why I'm like, is she thinking about the right?
I don't even know where I got that
No,
from.
in my mind, I'm like, is she even thinking about the right actual tools that they use? Because you're like the pivot. I'm like, and then I'm thinking the pivot. I'm like, and I said,
You looked at me like,
oh,
what
because
is
well, then I was like, oh, maybe because they have to pivot on those rings. So the pivot. So um, a
that?
lot transpired in the last 6 minutes of this.
I done said it on
Upset
my
about
cat.
it. As you should be as well, because I've never had anybody tell me that the steel rings is called the pivot. I've never even. Is the pivot a sport?
No.
Okay. Okay. So what I thought, guys, as always, we enjoy having a kiki time with y'all.
Wait, but listen,
Go
really
ahead.
quick.
Go
I
ahead.
just want to say, in all seriousness, no. In watching that documentary, it made me like question, am I really doing enough? You know what I mean? Like we have goals that we're trying to reach. And at the end of the day, how much effort, I'm not saying I didn't put no effort in, but when I look back in all my 42 years of living,
Come on, 42.
wait, pause. Do you ever look at somebody? Y'all let me know if this is ignorant or not. But do you ever look at somebody your age? They say that
What?
they're the same age as you. You be like, I can't be.
I know you lying. No, but I posted that video where the girl was like, he was like, Sarah, how old are you? And she was like, first of all, I'm 38. I know I don't look good for my age. I don't even look 38. He was like, Sarah, you look 38. I, that I posted that video. How he was like, hey, no, you looked at. I mean, she was rough looking.
No, because sometimes I feel like, like, oh, like 42 is not bad. Like, I don't look too bad. And then when somebody else says they're 42, and I'm like, you can't possibly, we can't be the same age. And that's not a good thing on your part.
Exactly. But go ahead. You were saying you look back in your
What was I
phone
saying? So busy being.
between the pivot and you don't hardly look like you my age.
Are we really putting the effort in to the thing that we are trying to accomplish? Like I appreciate the fact that you said like you have to know when to take a break, but you can't break so long that you stop in what you're doing. And I feel like for me, like seeing that, even though she's like what 27, 28 years old now, she's considered like older in her sport. But think about it though, if you've been working at this since you were a kid, by the time you reach 27, 30 years old, you've already accomplished so much that you just need to go ahead and live out your life. So if there's someone that's in their 20s, that you're a teenager and you happen to stop by here, whatever your dream is, your goal is, you can accomplish it. Make sure you work at it. Make sure you work at it. Because where I'm at in life is like, all right, what's my goal? What am I trying to do before I leave this earth? And what effort am I putting into it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I just talking about it, or am I really putting the effort into it? Enough effort.
Or are you just doing a pivot?
Have a good night. I'm done.
The pivot. I'm telling you, it's the pivot. Um, I could not agree more, and I think that it let it be thought provoking with what you know what that you can do, what you know you're gifted and talented to do. Are you really doing everything to make that thing work for you? We get upset and complain about where our life is, but sometimes we don't always look back at how much more we could have done.
And still can do.
And still,
Because as long as you got breath in your body, you can do it.
God's giving you another
I
chance.
don't care if you're 99. If you get it done,
Won't do. You can do it.
be encouraged.
And pivot. Guys, thank you so much. Here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to get upset at your ignorance and what you just did.
Yeah, I am. Because you're not, what you're not going to do is keep throwing it back in my face. I said it, I
No,
recorded it. Thank you.
somebody that's looking at me, you know what's getting me is the duh pivot. Somebody that does that, yeah, no. Pivot.
You can rap.
We Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you at any point thought that what those they do on those steel rings was called a pivot and you want to help her, then let me know. Cause maybe you know what, Nikki? Maybe you're not alone. Maybe somebody else is like, oh, I thought that was the pivot too. An unknown sport, let alone an Olympic sport. But if you feel as though you agree with her, let us know. We appreciate the interaction. As we said to you before, all of our supporters who currently support us, and let us know when you see us. We appreciate you. We do not take that for granted. It really, 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 you have no idea how much that means. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, if you've enjoyed this just good kikiing of a time, make sure again that you hit that subscribe, that you hit that bell and you are notified, and you share, share, share. There's so many people that don't know us and they need to. And until next time, we love y'all. Bye.
Bye. Remember on Spotify's podcast, Apple Podcasts. Bye.